What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here with my Porsche Cayenne, and I want to replace these headlight bulbs and upgrade them at the same time. So we're going to do kind of a two-in-one here. Now the headlight bulbs right here, kind of the main projector beams, aren't burned out, but I've noticed that they are kind of dim. And one of the reasons there is, especially when you have halogen bulbs, they just become less effective with time. And before they burn out on me, I'm just going to go ahead and replace them. And I'm going to upgrade them. We will see what that does. So I'm going to show you how to remove the headlight assemblies here, replace the bulbs, and then we'll also see if the new bulbs are an improvement. Now the first thing that I want to do here is I'm in my garage, everything is blacked out. I'm going to turn off the lights and turn on the headlights, and we're going to take a Lux meter reading just to see what these standard bulbs are putting out. So blacked out garage here, the only light that I've got is coming from these headlights. And as you can see, they're a little bit yellowed and kind of standard for these projector beams. Now I have my Lux meter here. I did a review on this little bad boy. So if you want to check this out, it's really cheap. But I just thought we would see, you can see the light here against my wood pile. I'm just going to hold it right here in front of the bumper, and I'm going to hit the hold button to see what we're getting. Okay, so what I noticed is that it was bouncing around this 570 range, and that's what it grabbed there, 570, 580. And I'm hoping that the new light bulbs will be a little bit brighter. Actually, if they're not any brighter, that's okay, as long as they're not worse. But if they are brighter, I think that's going to make driving this car in the dark that much better. So let's get to it. So I'm in the back of the Cayenne here because the first thing you're going to need is a headlight removal tool, which is right here, and it is this long, slender thing. And you can see it's a female hex head on there. And then you're also going to need this little Allen key here to turn it. But it's nice this tool exists. Let's go to the front. All right, the next thing you're going to do is pop the hood. Hopefully you know how to do that. And then I'm down here by this headlight. More leaves, it's fall. And then right here, we have a little door that has a headlight logo on it. And you actually just push this, and I think that'll pop that out. Now you can kind of, it's on a little tether. There we go, so you won't lose it. Just move that out of the way. And then in here, it's actually pretty clever because replacing headlight bulbs is not very easy. And so they actually kind of make it relatively easy for you. And you can see right there, see if I can focus in on that. You've got a little access point there that you're going to turn with the tool, and you are going to basically rotate a hinge underneath the headlight, which holds it in place, and you're going to rotate it so it kind of pushes the headlight forward and flips it open. So I'm just going to put it in there. Now, how do you turn it? You want to follow these directions here. You can see that we have a little lock logo here and an unlock. And so you're going to want to turn it in the direction that you need to, whether you are, in this case, unlocking it. Looks like it's clockwise. So let's try it. Take this tool. I'm going to put this little X wrench through there. And I'm going to put this right down in there. Get it in that little hole. There we go. And then to unlock this, I'm going to turn it clockwise. And you can see the headlight moving out here. Just like that, as I'm turning it. Will pull straight. There are a couple little tabs on the bottom that act like tracks, so it'll only come out straight out. It's not the easiest thing to get your fingers around. All right, and now I've got it here, and I'm just going to be a little ginger with it because in mine I have a little clip here for a connector. So on my model I have a clip right here, which you're going to need to undo. Once you get that off, then that is the only thing holding this whole headlamp assembly back in. And now you can actually see that little bar that kind of flips and rotates and brings the light back in. So, get the other one out too. All right, I've got the headlights removed here, and gotta be careful with everything. The back panel comes off just like this. And what you can see here is we have a pretty standard H7 light bulb. And one of the things that I'm going to do here is upgrade this with an LED light bulb. This is by Car Over, and I did a unboxing of these, but here is what it looks like. It's got two LED emitters on either side. You want this thing vertical, so you want one kind of facing out horizontally. And then we actually have the standard H7 fitment collar right there, but then you can see the back end is much bigger. We have this housing with fins and a fan back there to cool it off. And then we have a long connector with 2 prongs. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to unhook the existing light bulb. And to get this out, you just kind of twist counterclockwise, and then this will come out, and you can see that this little collar is exactly the same. So now I'm just going to pull it, this housing, this light bulb out of this housing. I'm not going to be worried about touching the bulb because this one is going to just be disposed of. You might need a screwdriver or something to get this dislodged. All right, so now it's the point where I'm going to replace these bulbs, and what I wanted to do was replace them with these LED bulbs. They're low power and super bright, and stepping in the future, getting it all high tech, I thought would be really fun, but I just cannot get these to work, and it's basically because of everything beyond the collar right here, as you can see. It is just really, really too hard. I've ordered some different parts, and I can't get these to work. Now, they do make some bulbs that are in this size and format, but the reviews that I've been reading on them are that they're really, I don't know, inconsistent. Sometimes they flicker, and some people are saying that they don't put out a lot of light. And so instead of putting those in and trying them out and then having to take everything else apart, I thought I would just go back to standard halogens. But I did, thanks to my money, pick up a set of these, and they are supposed to be the brightest bulbs that Sylvania makes, the SilverStar ZXE. They actually have a couple, I think they have like 5 levels of SilverStar bulbs, but the ZXE are HID attitude Xenon Fueled, which means they are not HID and they have no xenon in them. That's kind of what I think, but they are supposed to be the brightest, whitest halogen bulbs you can get. Now, I thought I would do a true unboxing here. Sylvania did not send me anything. I went over to my local auto parts store and bought these suckers. They do come in this kind of wicked, cool plastic package, and I'm not even really sure how to get it open, so I may not bother you with that, because I might just have to break it. Looks like maybe these stickers hold it together, and get these out. I will say that these things aren't cheap. They are about $65. Or at least that's what I paid for them to get this pair, but hopefully I won't ever have to replace them again. Okay, you kind of clamshell the 2 pieces away, and what I will tell you is that they look just like the existing bulbs in terms of shape, so I think that that is going to work as a direct replacement. You can see here that they have tinted the glass a little blue, a little bit like Heisenberg meth, and then the end cap there has like a little silver reflective coating as opposed to the standard matte coating. But otherwise, they look just like regular H7 bulbs, which you can pick up for like 15 bucks. Let's go ahead and put these suckers in. The installation should be exactly the same as, or the reverse of taking them out. Throw those suckers in now. All right, got those installed. So now I'm just going to reassemble the covers here and put them back in the car. All right, installation of the headlight is just the reverse of taking it apart. So you're going to put this clip back into the headlight assembly here, and then you're going to slide it. You might be able to see the tracks in there. There are just some fins, and you just kind of line up the headlight and push it as far back as you can, and then you're going to use your tool to go back into there, and instead of going clockwise on this side, you're going to go counterclockwise and the reverse for this side. So let's get them in. Once you have the headlight back pushed in place, then you're going to lock this and you're going to turn it, and you'll hear a pretty sizable click once it's locked in place. I think I got it locked in there. All right, now that we've got everything installed, the moment of truth. Blacked out garage again. I've got these headlights on. I will say the eye test, it's taken me about a day to do it here. I would say maybe it looks a little brighter and whiter. You know, I can't tell against my wood pile there, but you know, I would say that it looks about the same. I guess I wouldn't look at it and be like, man, that's so different. But the real test will be here on the Lux meter. So I'm just going to go ahead and power this sucker on, and then we will hold it in just about the same place as much as I can here. And then, so if I hit the hold button, what maybe you'll see here is that it says 1,131 lux. Can that possibly be right? So maybe it is brighter. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to contest the data at all. You know, make a decision for yourself, but I think they look pretty good. It's actually fairly straightforward, but it's a little bit of work to do it on the Cayenne here. I will put links to everything that you need, including this Lux meter, as well as the headlight bulbs in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out!